Good morning, Dubai. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show, where we go through the top trending stories that everyone across the country is talking about. Our top story for you today: the UAE calls for civilian safety in Lebanon.
And as well, MBZ and President Biden discussed. And as well, women in business, navigating challenges, salary negotiation, and success strategies with Decisive Zone later on the show.
It is 353 days since the genocide continued in October 7th in Gaza. The current death toll stands at 41,431. The number of injured people is 95,819, while 1.9 million people have been displaced from their homes.
And in today's rapid weather report, expect highs of 38 degrees with humidity at 65. It was a bit humid.
It is a bit humid this morning. It's 8:32, and we're going to jump into our top story for today.
Well, the UAE calls for civilian safety in Lebanon. The UAE has voiced its deep concern over the escalating violence in Lebanon, particularly regarding the recent attacks launched by Israel. And in an official statement, the ministry called for an urgent international effort to halt the fighting and ensure the full protection of civilians in Lebanon. The UAE as well emphasized the critical need for a swift resolution to the crisis.
The current death toll is over 1,600. The ministry reaffirmed the UAE's strong stance against violence and reckless actions that disregard the established laws governing international relations and the sovereignty of nations.
And as well, the ministry stated that such actions only serve to complicate the situation and heighten the risks of instability.
2006 war. The Lebanese Health Ministry has reported that at least 276 people have been killed and 1,024 injured. This was yesterday. Those numbers have risen, including women and children, as a result of these ongoing Israeli airstrikes. And this is all happening in southern Lebanon.
And as well, Etihad Airways has cancelled its flights apparently to Beirut, of course, because the situation has been heightened and between Hezbollah and Israel. And it's really devastating seeing the fact that the only victims are the people.
It's true. And I think people following the horrific pager explosions and attacks, people are scared to call their loved ones, and we pray for the people of Lebanon this morning and for their families. And I think we feel it keenly here with so many people with their family in Lebanon. So we're just hoping for a quick resolution to what's happening. And I think that leads us into our next story, which is MBZ and President Biden yesterday, a historic meeting to discuss the UAE and US ties and tensions in the Middle East, which are particularly heightened. And I feel it's what this makes this meeting such a focal point. So President His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan spoke of the power of partnerships during talks yesterday with US President Joe Biden at the White House. During the meeting, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed and President Biden discussed the deep strategic relationship between the UAE and the US and their joint determination to further strengthen these bonds.
They reviewed trade and investment, the economy, advanced technology, space, renewable energy, climate action, sustainability, and food security, and their eagerness to expand collaboration in these areas. They also discussed developments in the Middle East and the crisis in Gaza. They addressed efforts aimed at achieving a ceasefire to ensure the unobstructed flow of sufficient humanitarian aid and to contain any escalation that threatens regional security and stability.
His Highness emphasised the UAE's commitment to deepening cooperation with the US with regard to their shared vision of promoting peace and stability and prosperity in the Middle East and beyond. We just look at these words and we pray, I think. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed affirmed that the UAE and the US share a solid friendship, a strong strategic alliance built on firm foundations of mutual trust, respect and shared interests. And he affirmed the UAE's keenness to continue building upon the enduring strategic relationship between the UAE and the US to support the shared development goals of both countries.
I mean, when I look at the UAE, of course, amidst all of the things that are happening in the Middle East between Gaza and Lebanon, I just think of the UAE as like the father, you know, like maybe looking for solutions, looking for how can they implement peace and stop the war that's happening.
True, and we know that conversations need to happen at a very high level for change to take place. So this 100%. Is what we hope to see in the coming days. 8:36 on Tuesday morning. We're jumping in. This is a small segue into an event that's coming up that we think should be on your radar. It's called Celestia Nouveau, the Great Circus. It's coming to Al Ain. Celestia Nouveau is going to be there from September 27th. Until October 20th this year, courtesy of Theory 11 Entertainment. This amazing circus is straight from the Las Vegas Strip, and it's bringing its world-famous circus magic to the UAE. You'll see incredible acrobats, stunning aerialists, and daredevils and mind-blowing illusionists, all showcasing their talents in a spectacular show.
So whether you are a fan of high-flying stunts, light shows, or mind-bending magic, the circus has something for everyone. Celestia Nouveau is perfect for families, tourists, and locals, offering an evening filled with excitement. And guess what? Tickets start at only just 75 dirhams. So grab yours now and do not miss out on this magical event. You can visit platinumlist.net to ensure that your tickets today. So of course, I mean, this is very exciting, you know, amidst all of these, everything that's happening and all of the negativity. Sometimes it's good to, I would say, detach and go for like a, you know, like a getaway, even if it's for like an hour or so.
True. And to get on the roads, we have an update about speed limits. This was announced the last 24 hours. What does it mean? Am I going faster or am I going slower?
I mean, oh my God, this is actually insane because a colleague, Lena, did tell me that she did get a fine before yesterday because apparently there are new speed limits. So you guys, you need to be aware because there is a new speed limit. Now this update is very important because the Roads and Transport Authority in Dubai, along with the Dubai police, they have announced some changes to speed limits on 2 key roads. And they are going to be effective on September 30, 2024, which is starting next week. Now, motorists will notice an increase in speed limits on sections of Al-Mardi Street and Sheikh Zayed bin Hamdan Al Nahyan Street.
On Sheikh Zayed bin Hamdan Al Nahyan Street, the speed limit will rise to 100 kilometers per hour between Dubai Al Ain Road and the Academic City roundabout. From there, the limit will be set at 90 kilometers per hour, continuing to Al Khanij Street.
Well, meanwhile, Al-Mardi Street will see a standardized speed limit of 90 kilometers per hour from Al Khanij Street to the Emirates Road. Now, recent developments have expanded both streets, adding additional lanes and upgrading intersections.
However, notably, Sheikh Zayed bin Hamdan Al Nahyan Street has undergone significant upgrades, including.
Now, I know this might be kind of like a moment, but of course, these enhancements are expected to be completed by changes are only aimed for our good to improve the traffic flow and enhance the overall road safety. Oh my God, I remember yesterday Lina was like, oh my God, I got a fine because of there's apparently a new speed limit that she was not aware of.
Oh.
Yes. And
but is this, I thought the speed limit here in these roads is increasing.
They are, I don't know, honestly, because like she lives in Khawanij. She lives like across Al-Warqa, so I would assume that she actually has to pass by Al-Khawanij road. And I was like, kind of like, maybe she was driving slower, maybe. I'm not sure, but she got a speed limit because of like
The
speed
change.
ticket.
Well, there you go.
Change.
Sorry, Lena. Hopefully an amnesty will come and you'll have to pay less. That's what I'm certainly waiting for. Let's jump into our next story. Wow, this is also breaking the internet. Coldplay ticket prices have been revealed. So the fans' excitement is real. People are obsessed with getting their hands on these tickets for the January Abu Dhabi gig. And the engagement on every post we share has been phenomenal.
I mean, of course, it's Coldplay. So yesterday, ticket prices were announced, and you will be pleasantly surprised to hear that standing tickets start at just $195. Oh my God! And from there, prices go up to $295 for bronze, $495 for silver, $595 for gold, $695 for ruby, and $995 for premium. Now, general admission standing and restricted view tickets are priced at 395 dirhams, while deluxe tickets are available at 1,495.
And this is something they haven't done before, but if you want to elevate, look how cool this LED is. If you want to elevate your concert experience, they're offering special enhanced packages that include early venue access, behind the scenes tours, and exclusive merch. I'm sure everyone will be able to, I hope everyone's able to buy the merch, ensuring fans have an unforgettable memories and unique souvenirs.
Oh my God. I mean,
yeah, the talk on this is crazy because
yes.
how many, so I've done my pre-register on Coldplay.com and they've
Yes.
announced there's going to be the Abu Dhabi gig, and then there's one in Mumbai, Hong Kong, and Seoul. But what's happened is, what's happened is they released the tickets for Mumbai, and correct me if I'm wrong, but my colleague told me there was 10 million people trying to get tickets. Of course, not possible. So now, not only do we have our region trying to get tickets for this one gig, we also have a large contingent from India who are also going to try and get tickets. So there's just a massive rush, and we will be with you tomorrow at 12 with phone. I think I might buy 5 extra phones. Or I'll get the office phone and we'll have my mum's phone and I'll be like ding, 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 ding. And I think it's actually just going to be like the odds are ever in your favor. I think it'll just be a monumentous feat to get your hands on a single ticket.
I mean, that's what
So
my
best
sister
of luck.
said. That's what my sister said because I want to go to the Coldplay concert with my sister. And she was like, Farah, we need to be together. Because, you know, she lives somewhere else far away. So she's like, you know, I will open my phone and you will open your phone and whoever gets tickets first will get the tickets for the both of us. And then I was like, fine, Marah, but like, what ticket do you want? She's like, I don't know anything that's available. We are going to get.
That is a good question. So you go on and are you going for, I want to stand. So they have a very, it's a small section of standing. The majority is seated. Honestly, I don't care because someone was actually saying like what you would traditionally call the cheap seats at the back and top, but actually when you're there, you get the full overview.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
I don't think it matters.
I know, but my sister and I, we were discussing this yesterday. She's saying that we want to, you know, we want to live the full experience. We want to see the fireworks. We want to see it all. We want to see Coldplay. You know, we don't want to be too close and just like having them in our faces.
What?
I don't know, because like we want to live the full experience. We want to see the fireworks. We want to see it all. So she was like,
you don't
you know
want to be
what?
too close. I think anything.
And then she was like, you know what, Farah, we will get the 500 dirham ticket. And then, okay, that's
Very well. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. In 2024, do women still face barriers more than men in business? Today, we're back with Decisive Zone. We've got Mr. Golda Visa and Juliana Cerez to talk about the unique challenges women face, how the UAE is leading the charge in empowering women, and what more needs to be done. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much for having us.
So, Decisive Zone back in the hot seat. Today we want to talk about what the UAE is doing to help women and maybe the challenges that they face and how we can help them succeed. So first of all, how is the UAE standing out from other countries in terms of empowering women? Have we seen any recent changes?
Well, one of the major examples will be looking at Sheikha Mahra coming up with her own perfume recently. Isn't that amazing? That shows that how even at a level of Sheikha, Her Highness herself is going into business. Mm-hmm. This is such a beautiful example of where UAE is showcasing, even at the kingdom level, people are getting into business, right? Other than this, definitely a lot of government authorities, Free Zone, they all are coming up with beautiful packages, especially to encourage women to start their own journey, wherein either they come with discounted pricing, helping the women to do partial payment at times and monthly payments and things like this, so that it becomes much easier for women who's doing a job as well to be able to start their own business. So yeah, these are just a few to talk about.
It's so interesting. I love how you led in with Sheikha Mahra, and I wonder like what comes first, the chicken or the egg, because we're talking to you at a ground level. Yeah. You see the businesses come through the door. Can you share examples of strong female businesses that you've seen or potentially that you've been involved in that have seen success in the UAE?
Well, I hang out with a bunch of ladies that are super successful in their career. And we also support each other on we're making a community, but we are a community of ladies that support each other on business. Okay. So I have like a couple of ladies that I can mention. For example, Vanessa Sawaya, she's like amazing architecture and interior designer. I have Michelle Acha, is also like an amazing interior designer that helped me with my whole house and partially my office. And Vanessa also have helped me with my office. I have Tutuz Kornayati. She has an own boutique in Nahil Mall. And I have GC, also a friend that just opened up a salon in Marina. And I have Irina that has Unique You. So we always gather together to speak about our business, what we face on difficulties and how can we help each other. And we always support each other as well. If we need something, we don't go outside. We just ask each other and we help each other. So if they need jewelry, they come to me. If I need
house refurbishment,
I go to the girls. Even I did a party for my son and I need the NLC and all that for me doesn't make too much sense. So I was calling them. How can I do? How big can I put the gazebo? And we always help each other, which is amazing. And we're just growing as a group and helping each other more and more.
What I really loved about that is you very humbly sidestepped your business, which, by the way, just featured at Venice Film Festival. So can one of you please tell me about it? Let's shout that out, by the way. I hope we have photos of this because it's phenomenal.
Yes, we do have pictures, but it's on Instagram by my personal page. But yes, I went to Amfar event. Was beautiful. They were raising funds for HIV to help worldwide, and went for the red carpet. There were a couple of movies going on. One that I'm dying to see is Joker with Lady Gaga. So it was a lot of people there, Brad Pitt, George Clooney. Oh my God, was so many celebrities.
That's huge. That's huge.
I know,
it's become normal, I think.
Yeah, it was huge. It was nice. It was a lot of people. Lady Gaga was there as well.
Phenomenal. Yeah. But what a success story of a homegrown jewelry business in the UAE.
It is, and you can see it. It's right on her face.
This is it. So how does that happen? How do you reach that international success?
I don't know. For me, I'm still in the babe steps. I know that it seems like it's coming very strong because of this. And in the festival, it was a lot of people were stopping me and asked, wow, your jewelry are beautiful. I think it's more like the energy, you know? Mm-hmm. And also about that, we just did a campaign with Carolina Trentini. She's a beautiful model, mother of two, She's a top model, and I think like the girls in Dubai, I'm building this community with ladies that are helping each other to grow. So I think that's the secret.
She's being humble.
Just to put your heart as well on things that you do. I think that's the most important thing. And
She is
believe in
designed
yourself.
from my proposal ring to my marriage ring till today to every gift that I give to my wife or my mother is designed by
Jyoti is one
her.
of my best clients, by the way.
She's designing
Yes.
something amazing for me and my kids as well now.
Yeah, I just
So,
did a
yes.
design for him. I just did an outstanding engagement ring as well for also a dear friend.
So,
My friend-
fiance, are you listening?
Hello guys, if you want to propose, go to my page. I have a beautiful ideas. And I always do like a bespoke designs, like only for the person. I don't like to copy. I don't like even to get inspired. I listen to the person, I do my research, and I do something very, very, very unique. Yes.
It's beautiful. Well, major congratulations.
Thank you.
And I have to ask, in your opinion, with your group of, strong kind of network of women in business, and also to Decisive Zone, what are the challenges we may face? So if someone's kind of starting out now, what can they expect along the way? How can they prepare themselves?
Well, I think taking an example of Juliana, if I can be very, very honest, I think the major challenge I have seen her for last 5 years and 6 years and how she has grown her business, I think the major challenge I think we could help Juliana or a couple of our friends was the administration side of the
Yeah,
business.
the most difficult part.
Which is so complicated, ideally, when you're focusing or you're very artistic and you're focusing on your business, on your product, and to get to the whole world. We assist them with all their documentation. Then once the company set up, these are the very basic. Then the major thing that you need to be legal in this country. To do this, you need to be completely certified in all different areas. So if you're doing a jewelry brand, you definitely need a CIRA approval. Now, I'm sure that majority of people do not even know what this is about. That's where we come in play because we are a 360-degree service company. We take care of all your paperwork. We help you with the entire administration of accounting, bookkeeping, tax filing.
What comes in, what comes out is very important as well.
So from your daily accounting or accounting for every expense that you have to recording all your revenues and making sure your tax is filed on time, making sure all your invoices are VAT compliant. This is where we have, I think personally, we have added value to Juliana's business and
also
a
some
lot of the
documentation
business.
that you must have from the government that I was not even aware, that the office came to me and they're like, Juliana, you must give this to each of your clients because you can have a problem in the future. So I think Decisive, they don't know about it, but they search. They see what I need and they come to me and they say. So it's very important to have a business like Decisive behind, because they help me so much. You have no idea.
And it's really interesting because you mentioned all of the businesses of your friends. They're very creative, architecture, design.
Yes.
My mum was a chef. She had a
Right,
business.
right.
The business floundered because she was a chef, but she didn't have a business head.
Yes.
Okay.
So I think what you're able to do is provide the admin and the HR and the...
So
This
if
is-
we could partner with your mom in this scenario, probably she could focus on building her recipe,
Yes.
while we could take care of finding her a restaurant. We can do this, finding her a restaurant, ideal restaurant, even making sure of all are compliant with Dubai municipality and the food authority are in order so that she can focus in building that restaurant.
No, it's true. I have to focus on what I'm good. I cannot do everything, right? Because besides being a mom, a full-time job as well, but I'm a mom of 2 boys. I work as a jeweler. I work in the Decisive as well. We are open Decisive Living now. So we have so many business going on. And then I have the jewelry company. And then I have to manage the team in São Paulo. That is also somebody that helps me. Also a lady, Luisa. She's amazing. She helps me so much. She's in London. So we have to be on track with everything. It's a lot.
I think there's probably women in business watching right now who are totally relating to what
Gonna sink because you're going to be you're gonna panic. And I think I just been handled because I have somebody that's back me up while I can create, while I can do a couple of things, and they can do what I cannot do, because otherwise it's impossible. You need help to succeed. You need help. Yeah, you cannot do all on your own.
That's true. One of the major things, a lot of people are coming to us, and I wanted to say this, especially people in media, influencers, social media artists, they are not aware, most of them are not even aware that they need a media permit. And today, if they are not having a media permit, most of the brands are not even going to sign them up, because this has become legally required by the UAE authorities. Every influencer, social media artist, or a media personality must have a media permit to be able to go and socially promote any other brand or even themselves. Until they are monetizing it, they must have this media permit.
It sounds very difficult, but it's very easy, by the way. They just have to
there is an application form that needs to be done, and
yeah.
there are some answers to be done, including our own brand ambassador, Safa Siddiqui. Recently, we told her and she didn't even know. And now we just got it done for her a couple of days ago. Wow. And she was so happy about it. Now she can sign up with any number of brands she wants to.
Yeah. This is
these
a
are
thing.
Just small examples.
And I think we're lucky to have you in the show week on week, because I still find it hard to grasp what needs to be understood about every industry.
Yeah.
So again, for people who are just trying to tuning in, how do you stay on top of each industry?
Well, use professional services. Now, whether it's Decisive Zone or any other company formation or company who has got 360-degree services, they will keep you compliant. That is very important. You definitely want to avoid the fines of 50,000, 100,000. I did not even talk about today about emiratization, how it has become important. And if you do not stay compliant, you get 96,000 dirham fine every year. So there are so many details in place when you want to run a business. It is very important to stay compliant and legal in this country. Using a professional company who is aware or able to service these all services must be a partner with you to go ahead in your business.
Right, okay, well, that's compliance.
Yes.
We do have 2 questions from the audience that we'd love to get both of your thoughts on, from a woman in business and an expert in business. So we'll start with salary negotiation. This is such a hot topic. So can you share advice for women to advocate for their worth and close the gender pay gap? Would you advise it?
Well, I would advise, if you are not getting paid, women should get, in my opinion, this is a problem all over the world where men get paid more than women, right? And it shouldn't be like this. In Decisive, we balance a lot. We promote a lot of women. We don't promote by gender. We promote by capacity. If you are capable of doing it, if you have great ideas, we promote whoever stands out, right? So if you're not happy in the company and they are not seeing you, they are not valuing you, you should quit and look for another company to work that will value you.
Or maybe quit and start your own business.
Yes.
Right? That can be another way. You become your own boss.
It's true. That's true.
That's one thing. And definitely in Decisive, having a woman lady boss in the office, I can proudly say that all our women and men at the same position have got the same pay. And this I've personally learned from the MNCs that I worked with in my previous career. But this is something we follow in our company. And that is definitely one of the reasons we have got women who started with us in 2019. Even till today, they are with us.
So find a company that values your skills, ladies.
Totally.
Yeah.
And next up, leadership styles. So as a woman who's worked her way up in the ladder in a male-dominated industry, this is a question. I've noticed that my male colleagues treat me differently. I don't always get the recognition in meetings for my ideas, and I'm worried I'll be overlooked for my next promotion. How can I stand up and stand out?
Okay, I'll answer that. Babe, keep doing what you're doing because they're jealous of you and they see your potential. So I think men's, when they see women standing out, they start to kind of put them in the freezer, to make them scared. So keep doing what you're doing. You are good at what you're doing and they see that. So don't let people put you down, you know what you're worth and you know how much you know, and stand out and bright and shine and get all the promotions and show the men that you are better than them in some ways. Or
That's
always,
true.
maybe.
That's true. And standing out, me personally, when I look at women in our own company and how do we see them when they are standing out, it is purely by the deliverables. It is purely by, if they have got a KPI, they are fulfilling their KPI on time and helping the male colleagues to achieve their KPIs. Now that makes them stand out a lot. So that speaks volume when they are able to justify their own job and helping other people. That's when we recognize them and probably they get the promotion quicker than men.
Yeah, I agree totally. If you have KPIs, just try and smash them consistently. And you'll be over
100%,
it.
because at the end of the day, this is a very competitive industry, or any industry in Dubai is very, very competitive.
Yeah.
You have to stand out. You have to keep on delivering your KPIs and still be able to help other people around you.
Yeah, and keep your emotions aside, you know.
Yes.
I think it's very important as well. Don't mix it up. Like, business is business, and we shouldn't like, oh, but he treated me this way. Oh, don't feel like, don't victimize yourself, because when we play victim, we get like such a bad energy, and everything starts to go wrong. If somebody says something about you, and you must know what is true about you. You know, oh, they made a gossip. The gossip is true or not? No. So don't go into that energy. You know, stay on your energy, follow your own path, and don't let anybody bother you. You know, that's very important as well.
If you're still not getting promoted, quit your job and come, and we will help you set up your passion.
True. Leave your emotions at the door, quit your
Yes.
job, start a business. Before you leave us, speaking of standing up and standing out, I heard rumors that Decisive Zone is going to be at the biggest event of the year, IFA's coming up.
Yes.
What's happening? Can you get me a ticket?
Oh yes, definitely. You're most welcome. You're most welcome. Yes, we are all going to IFA, which is the International Indian Film Award Academy. It is the biggest festival wherein the names of the names, Karan Johar, Shah Rukh Khan, everybody is hosting it. So this Friday it is the South Indian Movie Award. Saturday and Sunday is the Bollywood Movie Award. We do have a lot of our personal clients who are here in UAE to buy their properties. They are literally discussing buying buildings and villas and whatnot. So we are meeting them all this weekend there, and then we bring them back to Dubai so that we can help them in their businesses.
So presence looks like?
Well, we will be on the red carpet. We will be along with all the stars everywhere to be seen, hopefully. We don't know where exactly we are going to be, but definitely we are meeting the top of the top Bollywood clients who want to move, have a setup in Dubai, plus they want to buy a lot of properties. So demand is so high from there. So all our partners with our brand ambassador, Safa, we all are going to be there, meeting all our clients, and then next week we all come back and do some business here.
Yeah, it's important to be out there, make network, and make people see that we are here to help. You know, like not only with licenses, but also now with like living houses or apartments or even buildings to make a commercial. Like we wanted to bring a lot of business into UAE. And especially me, I love to work with women. Safa, like I met Safa a while ago, and like she's not just the Dubai Bling person you see on the show. She's so smart, so intelligent. She's mother of 2 girls as well, and she works so hard. She's so nice and sweet. Her heart is amazing. So it's also nice to meet in person and see how things are for real, you know. And a lot of new things and beautiful things are happening with Decisive. We are so happy, right?
Oh yes, definitely.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, please go and report back with the tea. We'll be here next Tuesday, hoping to hear all champions of women in business in the UAE. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate your time today.
Thank you. Have a
Thank
nice
you so
day.
much.
Have a lovely day. Can't wait to see the red carpet pics, guys. That brings us to the end of the show. We're back with you tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Bye-bye.